Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Paul and I'm an approved driving instructor with the AA. I have a 2023 VW Polo Style, and in this video I'm going to take you through the Tell Me questions produced by the DVSA so you have a good understanding of what you need to do in regards to this vehicle. I will cover the Show Me questions in a separate video, so please keep an eye out for that. So let's get started. Question number 1. Tell me how you check the brakes are working before starting a journey. The brakes shouldn't feel spongy or slack, and when you pull away, if you apply pressure to the brake, the car shouldn't pull to one side. Question number 2. Tell me where you'd find the information for the recommended tyre pressures for this car and how tyre pressures should be checked. The question specifically asks pressures for this car. The pressures are shown here on this sticker on the inside of the door sill. Remember, make sure the tyres are cold, check all 4 main wheels, and if you have a spare wheel, make sure you check that as well. Remember to fit the dust caps when you are done. Remember to use a reliable pressure gauge, something like the air pump at a petrol station. Question number 3. Tell me how you make sure your head restraint is correctly adjusted so it provides the best protection in the event of a crash. The head restraint should be adjusted so the rigid part is in line with your ear. Question number 4. Tell me how you check the tyres to ensure that they have sufficient tread depth and that their general condition is safe to use on the road. There should be no cuts or bulges around the outside of the tyre. The minimum tread depth is 1.6 millimeters and can be checked using a 20p piece. The outer frame is 1.6 millimeters, so as long as that sits below the tyre surface, you know you have sufficient tread. You're checking the central 3/4 of the tyre as well as the outer edge. There are also various commercial tread depth gauges available to buy on the open market. Question number 5. Tell me how you check that the headlights and taillights are working. You don't need to exit the vehicle for this check. The ignition needs to be on for this check, so turn the key 1 notch, then turn the light switch to the dipped beam. Now get out the vehicle and walk around checking both front lights and then checking the rear lights as well. Afterwards, don't forget to turn the lights off. Question number 6. Tell me how you'd know if there was a problem with your anti-lock braking system. The ABS light comes on briefly when you first start the engine. If this light remains on while you're driving, then there is a problem with your ABS system. Get it checked as soon as it's safe to do so. Question number 7. Tell me how you check the direction indicators are working. You don't need to exit the vehicle. The easiest way is to turn on your hazard lights and then walk around the vehicle. Remember, there are normally 6 lights to check, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and 1 either side, normally on or near your door mirror. Question number 8. Tell me how you check the brake lights are working on this car. Turn on the ignition and apply the brakes. Look for the lights reflecting behind you. Alternatively, if you have someone with you, ask them to check all the lights for you while you apply the brake. Question number 9. Tell me how you check the power-assisted steering is working before starting a journey. With the engine off, the steering will be really stiff and hard to turn. Start the engine while pulling down on the wheel with your left hand, and you should feel the steering loosen up. When you pull away, you can also turn your wheel and the car should go in the direction you've turned. Question number 10. Tell me how you'd switch on the rear fog lights and explain when you'd use them. You don't need to exit the vehicle. You turn the fog lights on by pulling the light switch out 2 notches. An amber warning indicator will appear on the dash telling you that the switch is on. When do you use them? When visibility is reduced to 100 meters or less. Remember, not just fog, visibility. Question number 11. Tell me how you switch your headlight from dipped to main beam and explain how you'd know the main beam is on. The question assumes that your dipped headlights are already on. Push this lever with the main beam symbol on it away from you, and what you'll find is that the symbol will come up on the dashboard, blue indicator telling you that your main beam is on. In order to clear it, all you do is pull the lever back towards you and you'll see the symbol disappears. The last three questions require you to open the bonnet. The examiner will ask you to do this and then remind you not to touch anything. To open the bonnet, locate the lever on the right-hand side of the footwell. Pull the lever towards you and you will hear the bonnet release. Supporting the bonnet with your left hand, find the safety release above the VW symbol, lift, and secure it with the support arm. Please remember, you are not touching anything under the bonnet. You are not doing an oil check. Just describe the process. Question number 12. Tell me how you would check that the engine has sufficient oil. Always check the engine oil when the engine's cold. Locate the dipstick, pull it out, and give the stick a good clean. Put it back into the engine, making sure you push it all the way in. Then pull it out again and have a look at your oil reading. Make sure it's between the minimum and the maximum mark. And here you can see we've got about half oil. Wipe it clean again and put the dipstick back into the engine, making sure again that it goes all the way in. If you do need to add oil, check the owner's manual for what you need, but VW put a sticker on the front here confirming the oil. Here we need 0W20. If you do need to top up, remove the lid, top the oil up, and then once you're done, make sure you secure the lid back on properly. Question number 13. Tell me how you check that the engine has sufficient engine coolant. This is your coolant reservoir here, and it is identified by the thermometer on the lid. The maximum mark is shown with dashes here, and the minimum is a solid line here. Please remember to only top this up when the engine is cold. Question number 14. Tell me how you would check that you have a safe level of hydraulic brake fluid. This is the hydraulic brake fluid tank. It can be identified by the symbol on the lid that looks like a wheel with brakes around it sitting in a wheel nut. The maximum is this mark at the top. The minimum is down below behind this pipe. And that's all the Tell Me questions covered. The examiners, in my experience, will prompt you for any missed information that you don't give immediately. The important thing is to understand the question so you can answer correctly. Please don't try and learn the answers parrot fashion. Look out for my Show Me video if you've not already seen it. Please like, share and subscribe as I will be adding more content soon. Good luck with your test and remember to stay safe. Thanks for watching.